weather. Our pollen forecast is still the same from yesterday. We do have high grass pollen, but all these other areas are on that low end of things. Now we'll notice our temperature trend that we've been watching is in those triple digits, at least expected for that tomorrow and that following day on Thursday. We're getting close to those record highs. Mind you, we're sitting about a full 12 degrees above those averages as we look into the next 48 hours. We will drop off on Friday as we have those possible showers moving on, and that rain's going to give us a tad bit of a cool down, but then the weekend jumping right back up into those 90s to sit 5-10 degrees above those averages. So we're going to continue to see that, but we will see some kind of coming and going clouds during the afternoon hours, maybe some breezy skies as well. And again, I did just kind of tease a few minutes ago some possible showers in the late work week, and we'll talk about that as we do see that kind of just about 30-40% chance for those showers, at least through that Friday daytime hour, kind of tapering off into those late Friday night hours and into Saturday, but those high regions could still be looking at those showers continuing into Saturday, and that's because we're watching this low pressure. As we're watching this, it's going to kind of move on in probably late morning on Friday to bring us those showers moving on through that Four Corners region. So we'll take a closer look at that, and we'll see that today looking pretty all right. The Front Range still getting some of that action, some cloud coverage still coming and going during the afternoon hours. We'll continue to see that even into Wednesday afternoon. Some of those high regions looking at some action. The Front Range continuing to see some pretty heavy storms, but locally through the valleys continuing to stay quite nice, clear skies. So wear that sunscreen even during the afternoon hours when we might be seeing some of that cloud coverage. Now we'll get into Friday in just a second. Earlier today we were seeing those mid-90s in Grand Junction, triple digits in Moab, 90 through Montrose, but of course we're on that cool down and we're going to drop down into those 60s tonight, but those afternoon highs were a full 8 degrees above what we're typically used to. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again, those record highs of 102, at least for today, were set back in 2022. As we get into those triple digits tomorrow and Thursday, we're getting very close to those record temperatures, and we'll track that as we get into those days. But currently, as we're on the cool down, it doesn't feel like much of a cool down because we're still in those upper 80s, 90s, and still actually in those 70s and 80s for a lot of those high regions. We'll see those beautiful blue skies outside on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam right now with those kind of scattered clouds. But tonight, like I mentioned, dropping down into the 60s, upper 50s for Montrose. And I did mention maybe some breezy afternoons. So we'll take a look at that wind cast and see by the time we wake up tomorrow, it's pretty calm, but Wednesday afternoon when not only those temperatures are increasing, but we're also seeing those increasing wind speeds. So maybe a tad bit of a break from, well, those hot skies. Now, I do want to chat about Friday, 30% chance for those rain showers. So this is what we're looking at in terms of models right now. Friday, 8 a.m., we're really starting to see that move in, maybe over Green River and a lot of those desert valleys. Then as we get into that 10 a.m. hour, Glade Park, Nucla looking at some light showers. We're going to start to pick up a little bit of heavier showers through those high regions by that kind of noon hour, and even locally through the valleys. That's when we're going to see the bulk of that moisture move on in, at least for now in terms of those models, before they move on out towards a lot of those high regions, leaving us again with quite the pleasant Friday evening. Friday evening lows, 58, first time all week this week. The weekend jumping into those mid-90s. Montrose isn't very far behind as we see those 90s for Wednesday and Thursday, and then those rain chances, and then a sunny weekend ahead.